trying to get focus into what I'm trying to do here. This is going to be a kamikaze kind of thing. This is the mortgage lifter. It's like growing high. I don't really like it, how this is growing, so I'm basically going to try to like chop it out. And the reason I'm doing that, as you can see on the lower side, there's like these little nubs here, here, and here. Can't call them crotches, you call them armpits. And they're not really growing out. So from my point of view, the plant's not cooperating with what I'm trying to do. So I might do a drastic cutting process here of taking off from here to see that some of this all gets propagated, because basically I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other plants on this stalk, and I can't see that. I can only see 2 here, 1 and 2. So it's a mortgage lifter, it's an older plant. Maybe it's more rambunctious to like whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to just cut this baby right here and see what happens. And we'll document it. Maybe I'm wrong. There you go. That's how I'm looking at trimming tomatoes. And you know, you can see in here, there's like something going on here, something here, that's just not popping up. So, wow, tried that. So this is the aftermath of that cutting I did at the top of this mortgage lifter, and some of the technology I'm hopefully trying to work through. I've got a headset on to minimize the vocal part of it. I screwed that up. This is my third take on this. I'm getting tired. The Cecil B DeMille learning curves a little bit starting to get to me. I've still got my cymbal stand. And I think if I do this arrangement, I think the tripod probably would work better rather than focusing in on just where the plants are. I just isolate them out. I've got my nice little high-tech background, very nice. If you see that, it's paper towels. And I think Channel 10 is going to replicate that, and I might have to copyright the background paper towel so that nobody copies that technique that I'm using. So, but I wanted to show the aftermath of that major cut, and that's what this video is doing. And you can see, just barely see, and I wanted to do this like within days after I did the initial cutting. You can see there's like a sprout here. There's a sprout here, very small. There's a sprout here that's very small. There's one here you probably can't see. It's growing towards the camera. Might be a little bit of a sprout here in that armpit, can't say crotch anymore, and there's a sprout here. So the technique basically is to cut the plant, and I was disappointed in this plant initially because it was growing lengthwise. I wanted it to grow widthwise. I wanted to have growth out here, and you can see there virtually is no flowering tops on this plant other than these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is fine, because if you get one stalk, and this stalk is not friendly to this process, obviously. The big red, I think, is. Some of the hot pepper plants are. But this stalk is not friendly to that. But I do want to achieve that. It's a man over plant. It could shrivel up and die and say, screw me and whatever, and that's fine. No, that's actually not fine. I don't want to really do that. One of the other mortgage lifters is really doing well. I should probably put in, the view, some of the big reds and that kind of thing to show the aftermath and how some of the plants really respond to it well. Some of them take a little more training. All right, now I'm recording. We're dubbing over top of these cuts that I did. The audio didn't work, so I'm basically going to show you how to do the cutting. And I'm showing here the armpits that we have to add to, in this case, the different plants that are going to grow out of those armpits. So none of my talking in the video actually got recorded because I probably didn't plug in the headset right. So here I'm just showing you how to cut several of these. I'm going to just talk over it a little bit so you have some kind of a references to what I'm doing. So there I just take my little scissors and boom, out off the top comes. There you have it. Okay, here's another one. And there's actually two here. I'm taking the tag out. The tag got buried when I put more of the coconut potting mix in there. So I'm just basically fixing that so I can read it. I think there are two mortgage lifters in here, so I'll demonstrate cutting both, and hopefully they're close enough. I'm getting close enough to the. I might have the next set. I think I'll do a little closer. So here I'm trying to, so you can just really see that very top part that I'm clipping out. Sometimes they're very small, depending on how size the plants are. These plants aren't that big. But I like to do them as soon as I can, so that the armpits start getting those little suckers growing out of there, and then I can have those multiple plants. They don't they like to hug each other. They usually sometimes are hard to get. There you have that one. Trying to get it centered there. This is probably the last of this series. I've got several other plants that I did, but I'm basically this is a redo of one that I believe I've trimmed already. It's got some growth coming out, but there's just not enough suckers growing. So I'm basically trimming the one out, and then this video will take me out to 10 minutes, so that's why I'm just gonna stop. But there you have that trimming, and I think it's gonna make this one a little fuller. And I still have time. Obviously, it's only March 9th. These guys are growing pretty good, and I'm really excited about this next year. Snow's probably all gone. Maybe, I mean, we could still get snow, but basically it's pretty much out, and we're having some nice weather. So, talk to you later. Thanks for watching.